And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop. Right there. You want this?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Miami.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set, 8, read. Switch up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Marino. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Dolphins.
We go. 90 Wolf. 53.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Push him back.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Now a short one to Gesicki. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Kill, 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 kill. What's up?
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We're scoreless after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180. Don't say hurry. Mike 52. Check.
On 3rd down, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Marino on play action. And he fires one incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But now it'll be third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Now Marino. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down, Dolphins.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Here's Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They'll run here with Balaj. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now Balaj. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings it. This one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Got it. 58, come on.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Marino. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Hurry! 52 right here.
1st down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Hurry!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Hurry!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hurry! 52. Go on. Come on, D. Mike 52.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Marino. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Hurry. Check.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Dolphins have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch out.
Play fake. Here's Marino. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Defense, let's go. Hey, look.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. My 52. Hurry, hurry. Bravo. 52. Watch out.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hurry, hurry. 52's the mic. I'm coming. Watch out.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
20. Watch the run. Watch the run. 52. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, echo. Hurry, hurry. Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Kimdichie able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
In your face. Yep. I got you. General West. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Who that? Who that? Hey, Zoo. Zoo.
Marino here from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2?
Check the out. Hurry. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Quarterback,
from the 29, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, wahoo! 52. Hurry! Watch the screen! Watch it!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's see what you got. Shift! Watch the shift! Watch twist!
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Now.
On 1st down, Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The toss, left side, Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Haywood. Hey. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got you. Hey, Delta. 53's Mike. 50 down.
Marino to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey! 22 jet bombers. 52 jet bombers. 53. Yo, go! I got you, boy.
They'll run it with Johnson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st down, Miami.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On the ready. 59, check, 59. Watch the flood.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Miami, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.